Apparently, I still can't buy packs with it, though. I don't know if that's because I haven't done this yet, but that kind of doesn't make sense either, because I already opened a pack. And you can certainly craft them, too. Oh, this is going to take forever and be stupid.
Dispatched. The Lich King urged me to return home to Lordaeron to seek the remains of kel'thuzad, a necromancer I had slain in my battle against the Scourge. He would teach me to unlock my full power as a Death Knight.
Yeah, and even save you from Sylvanas, too. Don't forget that. Okay, we finally see what the hero power is. 2 ghoul charge. So I'm going to 1/1 ghoul with charge. It dies at the end of the turn. That's kind of weird. As much as I'm saying charge is like a dead thing. Dead mechanic. Literally dead. Haha. That's kind of weird. I mean, so for all effective purposes, it's like better than... objectively better than the Paladin one. In a way that kind of feels insulting to them, because you might say, oh, it dies at the end of the turn, but it doesn't matter because you could just hit something with it, which most of the time you're gonna do. Mal'Ganis, take revenge on the Dreadlord who spread a plague upon your people, even though that's not what you're doing at all. I like how the text is biased. Like, that's what he just said is the opposite of that. You don't care what he did to your people. You're gonna do worse yourself.
Arthas versus Mal'Ganis.
I have been waiting for you, young prince.
Mal'Ganis, you will pay for what you did to my people.
Wait, what he just said in the what he just said in the beginning is not the same as what we're doing now. He was just saying, oh, I'm trying to get kel'thuzad, and now we're trying to be Mal'Ganis with the righteous intention. +1. Silverhand recruits you summon this game. I mean, that is kind of good, but to do it this early probably isn't.
Hail and well met.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
But he wasn't even entirely in on that. Even he was surprised that, like,
The light protects.
right, like, Frostmore.
Remains of the fallen, a source of limitless power.
Why is he saying that with such
The
enthusiasm?
Lord told me you would come.
Yeah, who's that?
Nothing will prevent me from having my revenge, demon.
Who's the Dark Lord that he's talking about? Say his name. Say his name. Twin spell. Summon 2/1/1 Silverhand recruits with taunt. So what is this? Resource gain when a friendly minion dies. Okay, only a friendly minion. I almost just want to do this and go nuts with the Silverhand recruits. Of course, he has 40 health just base. No Renethal needed. It's obviously going to be boring, but it's a good way to at least see. So yeah, that hero power doesn't interest me much either. Summon 2 and then summon 2, which you can do twice, actually.
Reporting for duty.
Of course, I can't do anything with it still. So this is almost the same as that 2/1, but you take 3 damage just for the same thing. I don't think it even has taunt. The 2/1 with Divine Shield and whatever the fuck. Whenever you summon a 1 health, give it Divine Shield. Summon 2 Silverhand Recruit. Let's just keep spamming the shit out of this. Although he's probably going to have some crazy AoE. They're not going to make these difficult at all because they're not going to make you struggle to unlock the class. See, once it actually came out, I was in no hurry to just do it, but I just hate waiting and not knowing fucking... I guess it was pretty much on point.
It hungers for blood.
Okay, he's having like a split personality thing.
So, you've taken up Frostmourne at the cost of your soul.
Apparently, I don't know.
Just as the Dark Lord said you would.
Save your breath, Mal'Ganis. I heed only Frostmourne now.
Very awkwardly how they showed that.
My thanks to you.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
Oh, he drowns it out with how loud he is, Mal'Ganis.
Such glory.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
But how are you doing this when you're a fucking Death Knight? It doesn't even make any sense. What's going on? He's really caught between the two. He starts off as a Death Knight, then he turns good. When we start the match, then he turns bad again. Now he turned good again with the hero power.
None can falter.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
And of course, this has more durability than it ever would. It's a
The
5/3.
Lich King has given me true power.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
Yeah, and who's the Lich King? Not fucking you. It's Ner'zhul. Show some respect.
Speak to me.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
Yeah, he's talking to Frostmourne. Speak to me, Lich King, not you.
I commend your skill.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
Okay. Go face. This is only the prologue, so how long is this shit gonna actually be? Nobody enjoys doing stuff like this. I even wouldn't mind a single player, you know, aspect to this sometimes, but it just never works quite well. It's either too easy or it's just kind of an eventuality.
Good. With Frostmourne in hand, you will be the first of my Death Knights, Prince Arthas.
Yeah, he's being all nice, trying to cozy up, but we know who's really in charge. So they at least show me the armor. If only I could get that as a hero fucking portrait. I'm kind of obsessed with that idea. I'm sure at some point they might do it, but maybe not even. Or it's surprising that they wouldn't have already done that. What was that? Blood boil. Okay, they're showing me. See, sometimes these...
Hear the voice of the Lich King. His power flows through that blade and
I can feel him whisper to me now.
Yeah, but then he even turns on Mal'Ganis at the end. He's doing all this to corrupt him, but it's like the whole, you know, the Emperor trying to turn Luke, but as soon as he's about to turn Luke, he's like, oh yeah, kill your father and take his place. So it's just, you're only as useful until you get the new apprentice. The rule of two fucking thing applied here. Give +2/+2, you can just do this.
I'll make sure.
We're not really getting max value out of this, but it's good just to do some damage. Imagine losing to this. I should have to delete my account if I lose to one of these fucking stupid NPCs. At least in like a heroic mode or something. Oh shit. I wonder if it's really scripted the order in which you get the cards. It couldn't be, I guess, but... Well, it almost seems like it is, though. You could even just do this so you'll get it back, or I'm kind of stupid. Just for BM, I could have done that.
what does the Dark Lord say?
Kill him.
He tells me the time for my vengeance has come.
What? He can't possibly mean to.
I think that's the exact same way they say it, too. That's actually kind of good. Faithful. Of course, he doesn't die. I forget what he does after that, but he ends up somewhere else in some random cave, I think, and then I don't know, it leads to something. Oh, maybe that's all you have to do is the prologue.
Uther's men proved useful in swelling the ranks of my undead. We marched through the forests of kel'thuzad towards the great elf city of Silvermoon.
This is kind
I
of
sought the Sunwell, a font of mystical energy and the source of the elves' immortal powers. There, I would raise kel'thuzad as a lich. No army had ever broken through the gates of Silvermoon before, but no Death Knight like me had ever tried.
they're kind of just jumping around like crazy. Uther, equip a 3/4 Lightbringer. That's really good hero power. What the fuck? So why did he even have the Death Knight hero power? He's not a Death Knight. He's a Dreadlord. Confront your old mentor with the power of blood magic. Are they going to do that classic line of, I want the urn, I want the ashes, and then he's like, what, do you want to piss on them before you leave his kingdom to rot? And then Arthas' comeback should have been, well, if it took me... Or no, he says, like, your father built this kingdom his whole life, and you burned it to the ground in a matter of days. And then I would have been like, as Arthas, his comeback should have been, well, it must not have been that well built if you could destroy it that quickly and that easily. Right, now we actually get the Death Knight cards. The last time we were still kind of role-playing as a paladin, which I guess is what happens when he's fighting Mal'Ganis. He's not fully a Death Knight yet. Heart Strike, deal 3 damage. You have all minions in your hand +1/+1, spend 3. So every time a friendly minion dies, you get a corpse. And you get the little charge, which is easy to work towards that. I still don't know exactly how the runes work, so perhaps they'll introduce that here. They give you a rune, or they cost a rune, or
Some
what?
Death Knight cards have a rune value. This matters only during deck building. It has no effect during the game.
But what the fuck does that mean then? Like maybe you can only have so many, or what the fuck is that? Deal 2 damage to an enemy and your hero. Deal 3 damage to make a corpse. I guess you can just do it like that. Oh, that's confusing as hell then. So why would it matter how many? It has no impact during the game, but you're still gonna show it to me and confuse me during the game. He's kind of acting all.
I will not let you defile these lands.
Stand aside, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
You go ahead, just do the hero power first time ever.
Even
Save
in
this.
death, my soldiers shall prove useful.
Like he said, they don't matter during the game, but it still doesn't tell you what they do in the deck building. I guess they'll just let you figure that out later when you try to build some meta deck or some shit later. After your hero attacks, gain 2 corpses. Battle Cry and Death Rattle draw a card. Spend 2 corpses to give all. Okay, I don't even have 2 corpses yet. You can just draw a card for the time being. That'll be a second one. For some reason, I thought it almost might be the opposite. Every time you kill something, you get a corpse, or maybe both, but then that'd be probably busted. Your Silverhand recruits. Now, is this a real card? Because I feel like it's so weird that they take the time to make, specific stuff like this just for these one-time scripted encounters. You have all minions in your hand plus 2 attack, I guess. Battle Cry, gain a corpse. Of course, this is the whole fun of an automated kind of card game. Unlike all those years of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I had to do everything manually, like in Kyber Corp or Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and stuff, where you have to do everything manually. It glows and flashes to let you know you have the effect, so you don't even have to keep track of it.
Dark magic will lead the world to ruin, Arthas.
That's the idea, old man.
Taunt, return this to your hand. It costs health instead of mana, I guess. I mean, the corpses aren't going to go anywhere, so it's not like a mechanic you can really interact with or prevent. So at least the runes aren't going to be one of those overdone mechanics, like they're doing too much. The only mechanic really is the corpses, which is still pretty unique, but... Well, actually, I'm going to probably lose this at the way I'm going. If it kills it, gain a corpse. Give your hero plus 5 health, send 3 corpses to gain 5 more and draw a card. You may as well just do that, I guess, and then we can spend it to do this. Taunt, life steal at the end of your turn, attack the lowest health enemy, give minions +1/+1, but I can't really afford to do that. In fact, this maybe seems... Oh no, it's not dumb, because you can just do this outright.
Finding the lives of the innocent. Is this the kind of monster you are now?
I'm in 5/1/1, and yet he still plays the victim at the end. Oh, is it over, father? And yet you don't even scapegoat Ner'zhul as the bad guy, so you can't make up your mind. See, that's bad writing on an objective level. Like, either you keep around Ner'zhul and make him look like the bad guy and say, oh, Arthas was just being corrupted and manipulated the whole time, right? So he can say that at the end, oh, is it over, father? Or you say Arthas is just really bad, and that's it. And there is no Ner'zhul aspect. You can't have it both ways. In fact, all enemy minions, at the end of your turns, they take 2 damage.
Blood magic will not save you from the light, boy.
Well, that's kind of pointless. In fact, I would have gained more life that way. That is quite strong. The animations are all different when it affects your face there. This 3D model that they're trying to show off. Wait, he keeps flinching backwards. This is kind of cool.
Your father ruled this land for decades, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days.
Do the line, do the line.
Very dramatic,
No, fuck you.
Uther.
I'm a better writer than Blizzard. You should say, well, I guess he didn't build it very well then, or something like that to show, if you can destroy it that easily, there's not much to cry over. He should have built it a little better then. Oh, fuck off. That's actually a good divine favor play, though. What is this bone? Oh yeah, we did see this. Why do I feel like some of these cards aren't even in the thing, even though I just looked at all the ones that are there? This is such a hilarious take on the Goldshire Footman. You get an actual charge, which there'll be all kinds of stupid shit you can do to buff these up in one-shot people, I bet. Destroy a random minion in your opponent's hand deck, and what the fuck is that? Wait, this isn't even a real thing, is it?
Reanimating monstrosities. Evil has truly consumed you.
Yeah, he said that like 50 times. He just can't accept it, I guess. Yeah, this is not a real card. What the fuck? Although it would be kind of a fun one. Or maybe it isn't, I just forgot. But I'm pretty sure that effect really stands out. And yeah, absorb their stats too, why don't you? Wait, it should be pretty much over. Go like this, go like this. I don't even care about the board, like, unless he buffs them like fucking crazy. Do I have some way to destroy the highest attack enemy minion? Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
I dearly hope there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
We may never know, Uther. I intend to live forever.
No king rules forever, haha. But he didn't say he wants to be king forever. He just wants to live forever. Quite a dramatic death scream there. So is it gonna make me do more than just a prologue? Because I don't want to do too many of these, man. Come on. What is this one? It's like an alternate branching path? I skipped this. What the fuck is that? Secret ending.
Following my triumph at the Sunwell, the Lich King called out to me for aid. The demon hunter Illidan's storm rage had laid siege to the frozen throne, where my master's soul was kept in an icy prison.
Yeah, at least it
The
showed.
Lich King's power was mine. I would have it. But one last adversary stood in my way.
Quick fire. Deal 1 damage to 2 random enemy minions. Summon an unholy undead army and destroy Silvermoon City. I don't know what that one on the side is. That's kind of weird.
Arthas versus Sylvanas.
Kind of advertising the...
Wondrous eternal kel'thuzad. I haven't been here since I was a boy.
You are not welcome here, Prince. I advise you to turn back now.
That's not how she would fucking talk to him. What the fuck is that? Being all nice, calling him Prince? Not at this point. That's very unfitting dialogue. Unless she really does say that, but just the tone of it doesn't seem to fit. 015, Sylvanas is immune. Death Rattle, summon the inner gate. Oh, so you have to keep destroying the gates, I guess, over and over. Deal 3 damage to a minion.
Death has come to your land, Ranger.
Do your worst. The Elf Gate is protected by our most powerful enchantments. You shall not pass.
Yeah, just do what Dalaran did, and oh shit, my favorite card. But it might not even be worth it to do it yet. Yeah, just do what Dalaran did. Even Archimonde couldn't fucking take it. Just teleport your shit to another area of the world. And of course, what a genius place to go to fucking Northrend.
Dead you wish, Prince. No enemy will ever break through our gates.
+1, +1.
Will fall soon enough.
Now this is different even than the other one. That one costs 4 and it gives +2, +2. So are some of these gonna be cards that are released later, or I don't even get it? I'm 2 zombies to send 4 corpses to give them reborn. I guess I won't worry about that too much. What if you were to silence this? Then you would just lose. I guess they won't give you a silence. But if there is any random effect, they might. It might be possible to completely cuck yourself. Oh, I should have done that first. Suboptimal play. You still won't be able to do that.
Stand against the inevitable.
They're even teasing me with cards like that.
Our first gate has been destroyed, but you won't get through the second.
You made 2 versions of a card, neither of which you can use freely, or maybe you can. After your hero attacks, summon 2 Silver Moon Sentinels, or they could just add every single card that was part of the...
Warriors of Silvermoon, defend the city! Show them the true strength of kel'thuzad!
You can tell the voice actress is...
More defenses? This ranger is beginning to vex me greatly.
Yeah, I remember that part. It sounds too much like the modern Sylvanas. Obviously, they're struggling to recreate. It must be the same voice actor, obviously. Shred a minion in your deck and gain 3 corpses. Draw a card. Spend corpses to summon something with taunt. Snipe, okay. Gives me another corpse, I don't even mind. Make use of the dead. Don't waste anything. That's what... That could be part of the monologue that is in that cutscene where he's reviving Sindragosa that everybody loves so much. Like, they taught me not to waste when I was a child, even though we had so much. Like, you know, obviously you're a prince, so why should I waste the dead? May as well put them to use.
Do you really believe this plan would work, Death Knight?
I've grown tired of these delays.
Army of the Dead, raise 5 corpses as 2/2 Risen Gold of the Rush, so we have 11. Obviously not very hard to get them. 1, 2, and we'll get them back just like that. 2, 4. It almost does feel very scripted, which is kind of stupid, but at least we'll get through it faster then. Like, nobody really enjoys doing stuff like this. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the adventures were never fun. Maybe there's a way to make stuff like this fun, but spend corpses. It doesn't make it seem like you're triggering. Like, it should have the yellow effect. It's very confusing to have this shit in the game if it doesn't have anything to do with the game. Maybe it means you can only have a certain amount in your deck, but not even clear. At the end of your turn, raise the corpses of 1, 2. I mean, basically just let's summon all 3 of these. So this is going to be the inner gate, and then there'll probably be 1 more. Deal 20 damage to Sylvanas. What was that? Oh, the Crushing Walls. At least that's an actual real card. Fill your board with random undead. Wow, it almost seems like it's scripted or something. Should have probably done that first.
Final advance.
See, this is one of those good instances of writing, though. This whole scenario in Warcraft 3 was like, you don't have to make one character seem shitty to make the other seem badass. It made them both seem badass, and Arthas was just a little bit more badass and actually won, right? Sylvanas didn't look like a pussy or a weakling in that encounter at all. Give your minions +1 attack. Okay, fine. Raise up 5 goals, which I don't even need to really do. I should easily be able to destroy the next one, too, at this point.
Elf. But this battle is over.
Then I'll make my stand here, Butcher.
Oh, that's it. You just have to fucking finish her off. Explosive Trap, fine. Yeah, I don't know if some of these cards are going to be given to you as a result of the...
Finish it. I deserve a clean death.
After all you've put me through, the last thing I'll give you is the peace of death.
No, you wouldn't dare.
And how everyone would live to regret this moment. One of the biggest mistakes you ever made. That's a pretty cool portrait, but I guess they'll never let you actually use that anywhere. More cosmetics. It's interesting how many of them they throw away for... How we end up back here at Illidan.
I was the Prince of Lordaeron. When the undead scourge came to my land and butchered my people, I swore revenge on the architect of the carnage, Dreadlord Mal'Ganis.
Yeah.
The demon fled to Northrend. I tracked him and claimed the deadly rune blade Frostmourne, a weapon of unimaginable power. To wield such a weapon comes at great cost, but I would make any sacrifice to avenge my people.
Like, why he's mentioning, yeah, we went after Mal'Ganis, but we already did that. It's just weirdly positioned. Oh, look, he's got the fucking Justicar upgraded ability. You can imagine you've never seen anybody play that because it's just not that good. to upgrade the hero power. So this might be the first time somebody's ever seen that. They'll be like, oh, that's not a real effect you can do. You can't really see that. Defeat the challenger with frost magic to claim your true power. Why does that have to be with frost magic specifically? He just slashes him in the chest with a sword. And yeah, I like how he says that. Oh, I would sacrifice anything to save my people, avenge my people, but then he ends up fucking his people over anyway. I don't like his facial expressions. Like, he's too giddy and happy. He was pretty serious in Warcraft 3 for the most part, or he was kind of snarky, but he wasn't, I don't know, not like this. Deal 4 damage, draw a card, deal 3 damage. Gain +1 attack for each frostbow in your hand. Also, it's showing me like the different schools. Say something, Odin. What? I am not prepared.
Such glory.
Nothing will distract me, Death Knight.
Somebody should make like a they probably have like a upgrade, or I should see the Warcraft 3 cut.
Illidan. I guess the skull of Gul'dan didn't agree with you.
He doesn't know that, does he?
I sacrificed everything for this power, Death Knight. I became a monster to hunt monsters like you.
That threat will draw a frost spell. I don't know if Arthur even knew that about the Skull of Gul'dan. I guess the Lich King kind of knows everything, so he would have told them. But yeah, they each have their little gimmick props. Skull of Gul'dan versus Frostmourne, which is stronger. It's not really about the user, it's about the tool. Deal 4 damage, next frost spell costs 2 less. I guess I could do that, even though I don't really want to. Deal 5 damage. This also doesn't seem Frostmourne's Fury. Wouldn't it be a waste if these aren't actually cards?
Reinforcements have arrived, Lord Illidan. My Naga will take care of this fool.
Oh, I love that level too. On hard mode, that is actually pretty tough. Through the frost and flames or whatever the fuck, where you have to fight kel'thuzad and the Blood Elves, the Naga and Vosh, and Illidan's forces all at once. Deal 2 damage to all enemies, draw a card. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Deal 3 damage to an enemy and wait, but that's all we get? Oh shit, that was kind of a mistaken play. Am I actually gonna lose? Deal 2 damage, deal 5 damage, freeze all enemy minions, summon a 5/5 Frostmourne, but that's too expensive. Wait, it feels like I should have another AoE. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Uh-oh. Deal 3 damage.
I will destroy the frozen throne. Only then will I win my heart's desire.
The tragedy of a broken-hearted demon. How pathetic.
Deal 2 damage to an enemy and freeze it. Draw a card. Man, this is actually going kind of badly here. But assuming it's scripted, but I kind of fucked it up even within the context of it being scripted, like with what it gives you. Enemy characters can't be healed. That's an interesting one. Oh shit, I might actually lose this unless it does give me like some kind of proper AoE. Even this isn't gonna matter much. It'll freeze them at least, but draw 2 spells. If they're both frost spells, deal 2 damage to enemies. How much you want to bet that's gonna actually be it? Deal 5 damage, deal 2 damage, because that's all I have. Can't believe I'm actually worried about losing to something like this. What, you're gonna make your hero power deal 3 damage instead? Wow, amazing. Instead of the Justicar 2 damage one. You never actually get to see this one now. They should make it like that, where you can just keep upgrading your hero power over and over without any special other card. It's just like, oh, we may as well just do this now. Summon the stupid 5/5. You do need some kind of life steal healing, but of course I'm not going to get that. He should just keep hitting me in the face with that, but he's not going to be smart enough to do that. Or it's too expensive.
Today, the Lich King will meet his end.
Deal 2 damage to an enemy to freeze it. Let's just deal 5 again, I guess. Hit him in the face. Yeah, that really would have been the case too, because as much as I love Ner'zhul, he was kind of defenseless in just a suit of armor, so obviously that's all it would have taken. if Illidan just gets past there. Give your hero. But I love what a fucking thorn in the Legion side Ner'zhul even can be. He's such a great strategist that even Kil'jaeden's pissed. Like, that's why he sends Illidan to get him. So even when Illidan says, oh, if I destroy the Lich King, I'll get what I truly want, you're just doing it because you're afraid of fucking Kil'jaeden. You're not really doing it for anything that you really have conviction in. You go like this, deal 2 damage to an enemy and freeze it, I guess. It wouldn't stop him from doing that now because it's just a blast, not a attack. I'm going to 4-2 with Rush. If it dies this turn, summon another. I wonder if Hearthstone is even the top thing on Twitch. It's probably not even close, which shows you what a dead game it is. That, like, even on a day that, you know, something comes out, it still won't be top. Draw a card. I don't really feel like that's necessary. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Would be... Wait, what? Oh, random. Of course, I can't read. Which is not at all what I want to do. Freeze up to that many enemy minions. Of course, that should be good. I keep forgetting this is actually a charge. Right? You're just not used to that charge mechanic. So I always send it towards a thing. Which is typically what you want to do anyway. I don't see what the downside of it dying at the end of the turn is. Either you get the 1 damage to the face, or you get a trade value that you would do with like a Silverhand recruit anyway. So yeah, I don't get it. So just kill him with this stupid Might of Meta though, which is kind of insulting to Frostmourne. He's like fucking dual wielding.
You must not win. No.
They're being a little bit over dramatic. He didn't say anything. He just laid on the fucking ground. But he didn't finish him off. Oh, there's Ner'zhul.
At last, Frostmourne has brought you to me. Now the time has come.
Yeah, take that picture right there.
Break the ice that binds me. Release me from this prison.
Charge me $4.99 for it. I want it. Keep that shit with you, dude. Ah. They're fucking trolling me. They destroyed in front of me just to... But now it'll combine into the Lich King. But I just want that one, dude.
Now, we are one.
Yeah, until later they take it too literally and say we are really one, meaning only Arthas, not fucking stupid.